call.
Much, Deputy President. It's an interesting question time we had today where we heard the catchphrases over and over again. Couldn't maintain the status quo. The status quo being people with their money in their pocket. We had to change that. The government wants your money in their pocket. That's what the change we bring here. Because we hear the things about the WATO, and what a great thing. Bring it forward, we'll vote for it now. Let's do it now. Bring on the WATO, we'll vote for it now. $250 in people's pockets, what a great idea. But what they're not saying is while they're giving you $1 in your hand, $5 in your hand up front, they're reaching around and picking your pocket for the rest of the money behind you. They are taking a net gain in tax out of what they are doing here. So much so, the highest ever percentage of tax by a government on average over 4 years is what they are doing. But we don't want to talk about that. We're here and we heard the finance minister sit here. 2 minutes she was given. 2 minutes. She herself pointed out she had 2 minutes to get to an answer on countries that have higher marginal tax rates than Australia now. And she rattled off. She rattled off England at 24%. She rattled off United States at 24%, Germany at 26%. But this is the finance minister, and I am confident that our finance minister knows that all of those percentages are lower than the 47% that you get to pay in Australia. That's how maths works. 26, 26, 30 is all lower than the 47% of your money you get to pay to the government now. So take your $5. There's nothing this government likes more than your money, except maybe the Greens. Protect their deal. The deal doers in this. The Greens would love to reach around and grab every cent you've got because it's not about fairness, it's not about anything, it's about socialism. And they want to sit there and say the three parties of the right. Let's talk about the two parties of socialism that take away the very things they talk about, aspiration and productivity. How is it aspirational for young people to invest in ETFs or crypto or stocks, now get taxed 100% more on their savings to afford a house? How do they get taxed 100% more to afford the deposit for their house? How is that going to help anybody get into a house? How do you justify 100% higher taxes than they paid before for a deposit and say that gets young people in houses? It doesn't. Even their own Treasury documents, you know, that massive right-wing conspiracy organisation, the Treasury of Australia, they say 35,000 less houses will be built under this taxation plan. That is their own documentation, I think on page 158, I believe. So here we have it. We're taxing young people more on the way they save to get a deposit. We are building 35,000 less homes. We are taxing the highest capital gains anywhere in the world, and this is the plan. This is why we have to change the status quo as they go through these things. This government should not use big words they don't understand, like productivity and aspiration. They should stick to the words they do know, like taxation, because that is where they are, that is where they specialise, and Australians deserve more. When we look at all these changes, let's not forget this is from the same Treasurer and the same Prime Minister that said they wouldn't have a look at taxing superannuation. But they went and they wanted to do unrealised gains in superannuation till they realised even the Greens wouldn't agree with them on that one. This was a step too far, even for the socialists in the room. But now they've come back. They can do a deal with capital gains tax. They've got it. They are taxing you because they don't want people to get ahead. It is only controllable society when everyone races to the bottom and no one has anything. And that is what we have with this. That is why it's wrong, and that is why this deal is being rushed through, because they want no more debate, no more investigation into it. Pass it and put up with it.
Senator
Take Australia.